Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and different glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, the ones, the apostles, and the elders in Grimmill Stone for giving us this 1% truth, and blessed be to the elect. Silas will be willing to do something strange for a piece of change. Willing to do something strange for a piece of change. Now, in this lesson, there's going to be a video about which the brother titled The Price of Fame from GMS Get This Work Too. And this is a video about a YouTuber who tells a story about the celebrity party that he went to, that he was invited to, with all these famous people, famous athletes, YouTubers, etc., etc. So I'm gonna play the video. This is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 26. And it says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" That's right. Hey, man, all these celebrities, man, they sold the fuck out, man. They sold out. They took the bag. And at the end of the day, hey, man, it wasn't worth it, huh? It wasn't worth it. You seeing all these stuff being exposed, man, with these celebrities, Nickelodeon, with Dan Schneider, all these kids, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Sam and Cat, all those people that was playing a role in those shows. Hey, man, it's all coming out, man. That Dan Schneider ruined their life, man. That they're miserable, man. Dan Schneider missed them up badly, man. And they got this new series called Quiet on the Set. Hey, man, then people are miserable now, man. They're miserable.
So this story is the reason I stopped making content for 5 years. You guys remember when all those Vine stars and skit Instagrammers moved to LA in like 2015-ish? So I wasn't a huge creator at the time, but I was there and around it all as all of that stuff was happening. I moved from Chicago to LA 3 weeks after high school with like...
And I gotta say this too, right? These YouTubers, these celebrities, mainly these YouTubers, TikTokers, hey, man, they all sold out too, man. They get no pass. These Kai Cenats, these KSI, these Actual Speeds, these all these guys right here that y'all seeing right now in these photos. The dude to the right, this dude right here, this dude got no talent, man. No talent, and yet he's famous as hell. No talent at all. But hey, man, he was chosen. They all sold out, man. They all sold out, man. All the YouTubers, man, these celebrities, they all sold out, man. And when the individual is saying the name David, I think he's talking about this individual right here too, man. Which he sold out too, man. Yeah, he's part of Nickelodeon. This dude sold out. Yeah, this dude sold out too, man. But anyways, I'm gonna play the video.
Around it all as all of that stuff was happening. I moved from Chicago to LA 3 weeks after high school with like $2,000 in my pocket that I saved up working at Steak and Shake with this other aspiring creator named David. I was much more into editing and being behind the camera at that time, and he was much more into Vine and vlogs and being on camera. That time of our...
Now I'm not saying this dude, what he's saying is not true, but that YouTube platform in the back, hey, man, that makes you question if this dude is control opposition, man. Like Ryan Garcia. But anyways.
lives was absolutely crazy. Everybody was broke, posting anything we could onto YouTube to get some attention. I happened to get a spot at the now notorious 1600 Vine Apartments, and David got a spot a little bit closer to USC. Everyone was collaborating with everyone, and it was the era of clickbait YouTube. And to be honest, it was extremely fun for the first few months, until Hollywood started to notice that influencers were the next big thing, and that the landscape of the industry was changing. And we started to get invited to more exclusive parties and events, where it seemed as if old Hollywood was almost grooming new Hollywood. And there was rumors of this one gathering that was happening on a monthly basis, where it seemed like anybody that got invited saw a massive jump in their numbers, secured huge brand deals right after attending. But apparently this gathering worked on a buddy system. Someone had to vouch for you and bring you as a guest. And by blind luck, me and David ended up getting invited. Some talent agents saw me and David shoot a silly skit at a random party. He didn't invite us that second, he just told us that he saw something special in us and took our contact information. And listen, people do that all the time in LA, but this guy had a different feel to him. He wasn't trying to convince us he had connections or hype himself up like everybody else does. He was just super calm and had a sharp way of speaking that demanded respect. He was extremely brief, and after getting our numbers, he just said, "Look out for the invite," and walked away. And this is where it gets weird. I never gave this guy my address, I only gave him my number. But I ended up getting an invitation by letter. And at the time, I thought that that was so cool. But in retrospect, as an adult, looking back at it, that alone was a huge violation of privacy and a major red flag. But at the time, when I tell you I was absolutely buzzing with excitement. When I got it, the letter was so extravagant and detailed. It was gold with black and red lettering that read something like, "Your talents have been noted, your name has been endorsed, and I'll never forget this part. The dreams you've been chasing are a night away through the seventh heaven." And the address was a beautiful home in Laurel Canyon that was set to happen that weekend. It also noted to not be a minute late and not to expect to leave before midnight. And at the time, it felt like the Willy Wonka golden ticket. And the excitement doubled when I got a text from David at the same time, in all caps saying, "Did you get one too?" I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding.
I'm gonna play that little clip about the ticket, the ticket that he's talking about right now. I'm gonna play it at the end of the video.
I felt like our lives were about to change. And I was right. David blew up after this party, and I had to go into hiding. When I tell you I was on cloud 9 leading up to that party, I was so young and naive and delusionally optimistic. I truly believed that I was going to go to this party and leave rich, because it literally seemed like that was happening to the creators around me that attended. I was hyped. I've never been a braggy person, but when you're young and excited, you get consumed by good news and want to talk to your friends and peers about it. So everybody that I chatted with who I knew was a content creator and was in the know about this party, I couldn't help but to tell them. And all the feedback was positive and along the lines of, "Let me know how it goes," or "Can you try to get me into the next one?" And even some from bigger creators saying, "I'll see you there," with like a little smirk on their face, like they were pumped for me. Except for one conversation with a creator that most of you probably know. This creator is an extremely positive guy, and he's one of the most wholesome, bubbly, genuine guys I met out there. And when I told him the good news, he looked at me like I told him a tsunami was headed towards the building. The usual joy that this man brought to every conversation turned into real fear and concern, and he made me leave the lobby and come up to his apartment before explaining anything to me. Like he was scared that somebody was going to overhear our conversation. When we got up to his apartment, he was just pacing, like he had no idea how to start this conversation. But when he finally spoke up, all he said was, "Listen, Doug, I know you're excited, but I'm begging you, please do not go. That man is not who you think he is." He was being so frantic, and I could see tears welling up in this guy's eyes. But I was young, and I thought that I knew everything. I didn't even think the talent agent that sent us the invite was important. I was interested in the connections, and I didn't really care if the talent agent was shady or if his intention was to sign me to a bad deal. I thought I'd just say no to any bad contract that he tried to send me, but still get to reap all the benefits of the party. So I tried to pry a little bit and ask follow-up questions, but all he gave me was, "I have a friend who went, and he hasn't been the same since he didn't cooperate. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you. I don't know what he saw or what they did to him, but Doug, I do not want to see that happen to you." I start reassuring him that they won't make me do anything that I don't want to do. I don't even drink, let alone take any party favors. So peer pressure isn't much of an issue for me. I make up a lie to get out of the situation, because to be honest, I selfishly wanted to stay excited about this party, and I really didn't want to hear anything negative about it. So I jokingly told him that I texted him when I got home, and that I had to leave to edit some videos tonight. What I was really doing was calling my dad to beg him for $100 to buy a rental suit. Mind you, we were all still poor, and I was living in an apartment that I could barely afford. My dad reluctantly sent me the money, and I immediately texted David to pick me up tomorrow at 5 p.m. so we could both get our suits before the party, and grab food before we head to the party at 11. When David picked me up the next day, he was so excited and in such a great mood that I had to hide my concerns from him, at least while we were shopping for the rental suits. I had to manufacture excitement because David always has his camera on, and I wouldn't just be spoiling the mood, I would be ruining the content that he was trying to record. So I went along with it throughout the shopping process. Our plan was to drop his car off at my apartment, walk to the In-N-Out Burger on Sunset Boulevard, eat, and then change into our suits in the bathroom and hop into the Uber, so we didn't smell like burgers. When we finally sat down to eat, I took that opportunity to bring up the warning that my friend gave me the day before in his apartment. I told him everything that he said to me and how scared he looked when he said it, and that I was feeling a little bit worried about going to this party. David cut me off before I even got to finish my sentence and firmly said, "We're going," and then went on a rant about how my friend is a jealous cloud chaser and that he's just salty that his content isn't
Oh,
good.
them Island Boys. Hold on.
David cut me off before I even got to finish my sentence and firmly said, "We're going," and then went on a rant about how my friend is a jealous cloud chaser.
Hey man, them Island Boys, they threw. They threw. And apparently, hey man, it came out that they was part of the whole Epstein Island thing. And it's like these guys, hey man, they controlled opposition too, man. They threw. Look, this guy right here. These guys ain't right, man. They threw. And yeah, they sold out too. So the hell with them.
That he's just salty that his content isn't good enough. And would never be invited to something like this. He said it in a half serious, half joking tone like he always does when he wants to get his way. Then he finished off by guilting me and saying, Doug, don't ruin this opportunity for us. Please just get through this party for me. I'd never heard anybody talk about my friend that way, but I'd known David for so much longer, so I trusted his judgment. So I nodded my head and called the Uber. We changed in the bathrooms and hopped into the Uber, and David starts recording again. So I have to pretend to be excited again. But once we got off the side streets and started driving up Laurel Canyon, I started getting anxious and internally panicking. If you're not familiar with Laurel Canyon, it's filled with beautiful homes, but at night it's extremely dark and borderline freaky, especially when you consider all the history with the Manson murders in that area. Part of me feels like we're dropping ourselves off into a setup, but once we arrive, all of my worries get washed away. We pull into the driveway and this house is beautiful and extravagant, and everyone waiting in line to walk in is smiling and laughing and friendly. So I get excited again. At the door, they take our phones and have us sign an NDA, which isn't uncommon.
You know, once they want to take your phone and sign an NDA, you know something's not right about that. Come on, man. Someone gonna take your phone, make it write something with the NDA in it. Come on, man. Write NDA. Off that, you should know. Hey, man, this is horrible. Come on, man. They gonna take your phone, really? And show you these. Hey, man. It's all. Hey, at the end of the day, hey, man. At the end of the day, Esau can't hide, man. Esau can't hide. Because at the end of the day, all the stuff is being exposed, man. This devil can't hide shit, man. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 2. This is red letters. Yahweh speaking. It says, For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear and closets shall be proclaimed upon the house steps. So, amen. This devil, amen. You ain't hiding shit, because at the end of the day, all this is gonna come out. Like Dan Schneider, he thought. See, this dude thought he gonna get away with all the shit that he get done. Now look at him, fake crying and stuff, man. Fuck out of here, man. These guys are being exposed, man.
Uncommon in house parties like this in LA. And they give us a mask and a name tag with funny aliases. My mask looked like a bear, and David's looked like a bird. My alias was Stardust, which David got a crack out of, and his was Banshee. We enter what you could call like the lobby of the house, and as we're walking in, the apparent host of the party starts giving a speech. This man is very eccentric and outspoken, and he's got the cadence of a late-night show host. And I spot the agent that invited us standing right behind him. The speech was basically just encouraging everybody to have fun and explaining the itinerary of the night. Apparently, this was a themed room party, and all of the guests were instructed to move to the next room whenever the grandfather clock chimed. He wrapped up his speech with some cheeky joke, and then one line that still irks me to this day. He said, "Have fun now. Our descent starts at midnight." I tried to give David the eyes that I didn't like where this party was going. This type of behavior from people that I saw as adults made me extremely uncomfortable. The moment the host wrapped up his speech, a couple of workers came out of the doorway. They were holding a couple sets of long poles. All of a sudden, music started playing, and everybody seemed like they knew what was going on. So I just went along with it. So I guess these parties start off with a big game of limbo. It's funny seeing people dressed so nicely playing a silly child's game, but it's even weirder seeing A-list celebrities being so excited to play. Because everybody had masks on, but when somebody that
Oh, folly.
you grew up watching in movies walks by you with a quarter of their face covered, you still know it's them. I was amazed with how inviting and willing to introduce themselves these people were. I was expecting at least an undertone of uppityness in there, but it seemed like everybody was involving everybody in conversation, and they were frequently introducing themselves to me with their alias, of course. The only thing weird about it was something that I didn't notice until the third person did it. When they shook my hand, they pressed their thumb into the soft part between.
Hey, man. That charagma, man. That charagma. Because, hey, man, at the end of the day, all these celebrities, man, yo, Floyd Mayweather's, yo, LeBron James, yo, Michael Jordan's, yo, Denzel Washington's, yo, Jay-Z's, yo, Bad Bunny's, all these sellouts, man. Hey, man, they're going to take that charagma, man. Because at the end of the day, they all sold out, man. They sold out. They did all kinds of who knows what, man. The status that they got right now, ain't no telling what they were doing, man. Steph Curry too. Hey, man, them dudes, they be doing all kinds of witchcraft shit, man. And I'm not saying that Steph Curry and LeBron don't got talent, because hey, Jake got talent, man. Jake, they just saw the earth. But hey, man, you know these motherfuckers, something's not right about them, man. This motherfucker Steph Curry shooting threes like it's nothing. This dude LeBron James like 40 years old, still scoring 40 points, man. These dudes be doing all kinds of witchcraft shit, man. Through.
My thumb and my pointer finger. And I only recognized the pattern because the third guy gave me a big smile and said, "This must be your first time here." In retrospect, this should have alarmed me, but it seemed like they got friendlier when they realized that it was my first time here, so I didn't really think anything of it. But before I got to ask any follow-up questions about this odd handshake, the first grandfather clock chime went off, and everybody excitedly rushed into the second room. When I finally got in there, I was taken aback by the dramatic decor change. Everything in this room was different shades of blue. The music was romantic, and all the furniture was cabana beds and love seats. I stood there for a second trying to realize what was different, but I couldn't put my finger on it until some girl walked by and caressed my shoulder in a really flirty manner. The decor changed, but the way everybody was acting was drastically different. Before, everybody seemed to be outgoing and inviting and friendly, but the second they stepped foot into this room, they became touchy, flirty, and suggestive. I was only 19 at the time, so this type of behavior from people that I saw as adults made me extremely uncomfortable, especially when I saw that the cabana beds had curtains that you could close for privacy. And I realized that these people weren't just being suggestive, they meant it. I tried to give David the eyes that I didn't like where this party was going, but he seemed to be really enjoying the female attention, so I was on my own. I basically stayed in perpetual motion and walked laps until the next chime went off, so I didn't have to sit next to anybody for too long and let them get too comfortable. The clock finally went off and everybody rushed to the next room immediately. The weirdest part was the people that were in the private sections didn't even bother redressing except for the mask. I was in no rush to get to the next room, but I could see into it over the crowd of everybody's head. The walls were bright orange, but the smells that were wafting in from that room were amazing. And when I finally got in there, it was like the Hogwarts feast. It was table after table of the most delicious spreads I've ever seen. There was full tables for seafood, full tables for meats, full tables of sushi, and an entire wall of spirits. I almost started enjoying myself again, until I saw the way these people were treating this food. They were disrespectfully biting chunks out of delicious prime rib roasts. They were just shoving copious amounts of high-grade sashimi into their mouths and eating.
I mean, say these people are sick, man. These people are sick, man. A lot of people don't know what that
Caviar like it was cereal. Myself again. Until I saw the way these people were treating this food. They were disrespectfully biting chunks out of delicious prime rib roasts. They were just shoving copious amounts of high-grade sashimi into their mouths.
A lot of people don't know what sashimi is. All these food, man. Jake, hey, man, look at Jake. Look at the state Jake is right now, man. Jake don't know what that is, man. And these nasty motherfuckers, man. Hey, man, that's why. Hey, man, a great reset needs to happen, man. These motherfuckers, man, disgusting.
And eating caviar like it was cereal. The way that they were just
Eating caviar like a cereal, man. Shit, man, these dudes, man. These people, man, they gotta go. That's why Lord gonna destroy their ass, man.
grabbing with their hands and just spitting out things that they didn't like onto the floor ruined my appetite. At this point, I wanted nothing to do with these people. So I went up to the only familiar face in the room. The agent that invited me was the only other person not eating. So I approached him and lifted up my mask, so he'd recognize me considering we'd only met one time. Before I even got out my greeting or got my mask halfway off my face, he abruptly pressed my mask back into place and sharply said, "Mask stay on till the 6th room." He did it in a way that seemed like I was embarrassing him for not knowing the rules. So to ease the tension, I jokingly replied, "So we're only halfway there, huh?" He didn't laugh or make eye contact. He just dismissively replied, "I encourage you to engage in the festivities. A slow drip is better than a flood." He started to walk towards the door as the clock chimed for the next room, like he knew it was about to go off. I didn't like that interaction at all. He's the one that invited me here, and he seemed to have no interest in talking to me. I just kept going over what he said the entire time while we were in the next room. This room was yellow and basically just a casino. I wanted to talk to David privately and let him know that I wanted to leave, but he seemed to just be caught up in the momentum of the party. Plus, there was a roulette table in the room, and David's freakishly good at roulette. So at this point, the winning streak that he's building is the center point of the party. I can't fully focus on what the agent said to me because I have to pretend to be excited about David's winning streak in a fake casino where you're not actually winning money. And like clockwork, the chime goes off. The entire party starts rushing to the next room again, and the vibe changes dramatically. I'm the last person to walk into the bright red room. This room didn't seem to have a specific activity like the others. It was just empty and bright red, and everybody was whispering to each other. For a split second, I thought it might be a big game of telephone or something silly like that. But as I started walking through and brushing shoulders with these people and hearing what they were saying to each other, I started questioning everything. The same people that I saw laughing and celebrating and eating together were whispering the most heinous, offensive comments directly to each other. I mean things that you wouldn't even say behind your friend's back. They were saying it to their face.
Wow.
I'm talking friendship-ending secrets and personal opinions about each other laced with envy and jealousy. I hurried to a quiet corner because I was sick of hearing everybody's dirty laundry after walking around for a minute and a half. And it all clicked. I knew exactly what this party was. I see the host ask the first person in line a question before having them repeat something that he said. When I tell you I am done with this party, I'm absolutely not doing that. All the dots start connecting in my head while everybody's being horrible to each other around me. I'm trying to recap the whole night and remember the order of each room to solidify my suspicions, but the chime from the next room goes off. This time, everybody gets eerily quiet and calm, like they got all of their venom out. The host of the party announces for all of the newcomers to come to the front. All of the attendees form a single file line in front of the next room's door. There's about 10 other newcomers in front of me and David, and the agent that invited us is standing to the left of the door, and the host of the party is standing to the right. The host has a pile of books on the table next to him. I see the host ask the first person person in line a question and then grab a book based on his answer. He would present the book to the person and place a diamond-shaped metal symbol on top of it before having them repeat something that he said. Then he'd take their mask off and let them enter the next room. I couldn't make out exactly what he was doing until there was only 2 people ahead of me in line. The books were Bibles, Qurans, Torahs, and so on. He would ask the person, and which one is yours? Whichever they chose, he'd grab it and place the metal symbol on top of it. He'd have you put your hand on top of the metal symbol and then repeat, I am my own God, I bow to nobody but myself. When I tell you I am done with this party, and I whip my head around and I tell David I am absolutely not doing that. David whispered back in a joking tone like he always does. Dude, it's just a party, who cares? I'll see you in the next room. And he skipped me in line to show me that he'd do it first to make me feel more comfortable. He went through with it and giggled his way into the next room. It was my turn, so I tried to play it cool and whisper to the host, do you mind if I skip this part? It's making me a little bit uncomfortable. I thought he'd subtly break character and reassure me that this is just a party theme and it's all good. Instead, he whispered back to me in a really kind tone, of course man, don't worry about it. Just take your mask off and turn around. I was relieved for about a split second before the agent that invited me here grabbed my arm and started guiding me towards the exit. And I see that everybody that was behind me in line is staring at me straight-faced. I look back at the host and he's standing up and loudly shouts like he's starting a chant. The price was not paid. And then everybody in line that was staring at me chants in unison like they knew exactly what to do. Remove the profane. And they repeat it over and over until I'm through the exit door. The price was not paid. Remove the profane. The price was not paid. Remove the profane. So the agent just walks me to the closest door. He doesn't even walk me to the front of the party and out the front door. He just puts me out into the backyard. It's 4 a.m. My friend's still inside. I don't have my phone. So I decide to walk around the right side of the house because that's where all of the party attendees were kind of headed. Let me see if I can peek in and maybe flag down David to let him know I got kicked out. And there's some windows to the next room. But of course these windows are like big church stained glass windows. And you can't really see through stained glass windows like the colored ones. But if you go really, really close and you look through the white parts, you could kind of see clearly what is on the inside. And this room is like a bizarre church replica without all of the seating. It's just a big church.
Yeah, they're doing all kinds of rituals, man. Now, if I can find a comment, some movie I can recognize. Yeah, Eyes Wide Shut. Eyes Wide Shut. This movie right here. This movie right here, man. This is what they be doing, man, in these rituals, man. Through, man. Through. And again, it's mainly Jake's, man. Jake is willing to sell out, man. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. And it says, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Hey, man, the shit that Jake's willing to do, man, for these money, man, for the fame, for the fortune, for the attention. Jake's willing to do anything, man. And again, it's mainly Jake's, man. Because Jake, hey, man, whatever Jake does, hey, man, all the other nations wants to do it, man. You see Jake painting his fingernails. The other people wants to do it, man. The other nations want to do it. Through, man. Through. Jake is willing to sacrifice everybody and his family, do all kinds of freaky activities just to get some money. Hey, man, Jake through. Jake is fucking through, man. Sick, man. So, and Lord gonna destroy your motherfucking ass, man. All you celebrities out there, man, that practice that shit, man.
Like room, and all the people that were in there had their masks off, and it was like a big circle and almost looked like an initiation, and all of these celebrities are standing around in a circle around the other 9 new people. It was 10 excluding me, and there was big TV grade cameras recording, and it looked like the group of celebrities and everybody else that was there was kind of cheering them on, but then there was clearly people in there that were much more serious and kind of threatening, and the 10 new people were in the middle of this room being forced to do horrible things that I wish I could unsee, and the new people clearly didn't want to do these things. They were being forced to do these things, and they were clearly recording it, and I see my friend being
Hey, this is what you sign up for, man. This is what you sign up for. This is what you sign up for, man. Through, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. And it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So you thought by you getting an invitation card, you coming to these parties, these mansions, these nice ass mansions, you thought you're gonna get famous, and you think you're gonna get this shit for free, huh? You think you're gonna get all this money, all this fame, this attention, and they're just gonna give it to you. They're just gonna hand it to you without nothing. to give back. You gotta be a fool, man. Remember, this devil controls everything, man. This devil runs this place, man. The earth is given into the hands to the wicked. This devil controls everything, man. You think this devil gonna give you everything, huh? While we at the bottom of the barrel, and this devil's at the top. You think this devil's gonna give you everything? Come on, man. Through.
And being forced to do these horrible things in front of these people and in front of
This is what you sign up for, right?
these cameras. I just start panicking. I don't know what to do. So in my head, I'm like, I just need to get out of here. So I start speed walking to the front of the house, and I'm thinking, I need to get out of this gate. There's only one street. We're on Laurel Canyon, so it's either I go left and start running towards Studio City, or I go right and start running towards West Hollywood. I'm not about to go knock on other people's doors. I'm just trying to get back to like civilization, and I'm trying to remember if we're closer to Studio City or if we're closer to West Hollywood. I don't even know. As I get to the front of the house, one of the employees is standing there, and he's standing in front of a car, and he has my phone. I'm not sure if he knows that I just saw everything, so I'm kind of standing there deer in headlights, but he just politely goes, here's your phone and here's your ride. Don't worry, the driver will take you home. So I take my phone and I sit in the car and I'm trying to gauge to see if this driver has any malicious intent, but he doesn't seem to. And within the first 3 minutes, I know that they don't think I saw anything. They were just getting my stuff prepared and my car prepared to take me home, because they're under the impression that I didn't see anything too bad. And I got kicked out before any horrible things started happening to people inside of this party. So I get in the car and I'm checking my phone. My phone was fully charged when I got here, so I don't know what they did, but my phone won't turn on. I have to sit through this 30-minute car ride. One of my best friends is back at this party getting mistreated and recorded doing horrible things, and I can't tell him.
Hey, man. You celebrities, man, y'all through. And again, yeah, the average Jake looks at the celebrities on TV and thinks, oh man, I wish I was like him. I wish I was him right now. Hell no, you don't want to be like him. That dude going through hell. He or she, wherever you see on TV, they going through hell, man. They getting mistreated. They got all kinds of video footages of them doing some freaky activities, man. You don't want to be like them. They through. They through, man. They can't even sleep well. But you can. Even if they got all the money in the world, they can't sleep good, man. They through. The stuff that they done to get that money, that fame, attention, glory over here. Hey, man, they did a lot of crazy things, man. To the point they can't even sleep well. This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 24. This is red letters. Yahushua speaking. It says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Hey, man, y'all got it over here, man. Woe unto you niggas, man. You rich motherfuckers, man. You Floyd Mayweathers. Which that dude, man, I can't stand that dude. The Denzel Washington, Jay-Z, Bad Bunny. All these celebrities, man. They all sold out, man. Now let's get the word.
Strong's G 3874. Paraklesis. Paraklesis.
Paraklesis. Strong definition. Paraklesis from G 3870. Imploration, orientation, solace, comfort, consolation, exhortation, entreaty. I mean, y'all got it over here, man. Yo, Ryan Garcia's, which that dude is control opposition, man. Him, Andrew Tate, all these guys, man. Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, they all part of it, man. They all part of it. Which Ryan Garcia, that dude through. Cause, hey man, found out one of the brothers in GMS. Hey man, they taught him about this ministry, man, about this truth, about the Hebrew Israelites. And yeah, this dude still claiming he a Christian. He's still calling names of Caesar Borgia. I can't stand that name. God, that damn name, man. That dude still gets tattoos. All kinds of shit, man. Meanwhile, the brothers told you about this truth. And especially the names of Yabashima Shah. And you ignored it. So, the hell with you, nigga.
Treated and recorded recorded doing horrible things, and I can't tell anybody. So I get through this 30-minute horrible, suspense-filled car ride, thinking about all of the people that were so nice to me inside of this party, and the whole intent of this party was to butter me up to get me to do these horrible things. And when I finally get back to my apartment, I run upstairs, I plug my phone into the charger, and the first texts that come through are from my friend Joe. And I completely forgot that my friend Joe was coming to visit me. He was coming on a little mini vacation, and I was going to play tour guide and show him around the city. So now I'm thinking I only have like 4.5 hours to sleep before I have to go pick up my friend from the airport, and I still don't know if my other friend is okay. So I'm blowing up David's phone because he's still at this party, but I set a timer so I get to the airport to pick up my other friend. So I barely get any sleep. I drive to LAX to go pick up Joe, and I drive him back to my apartment. And when I'm coming back into my apartment, David's in the lobby, and he's talking to some other big creators, like bouncing video ideas. It's like 9:30, 10 a.m. at this point, so we're just kind of having coffee by the cafe and chatting. I tell Joe to go upstairs to my apartment and drop off his luggage, and I go ask David if I could talk to him really quick. I'm clearly very distressed, and he's being very jokey with me, and he doesn't seem like anything bad happened, and he's just kind of making fun of me for getting kicked out of the party. I'm just letting him talk for a little bit, and I finally tell him I was looking in through the next window. I saw what they made him do, and I was just asking him if he's okay. And the second I said that, he immediately switched on me, and he started damn near cussing me out and saying,
Damn, that nigga gone, man. That nigga David gone. He gone. He participated in the ritual. Through. And again, I believe that it's this dude right here who was talking about. This dude right here. Which I think all these celebrities, these YouTubers, hear this. Hey man, I can't stand seeing Jake playing a video game for 12 hours with all these views he get, man. Think about that shit. He ain't doing nothing besides playing the damn video game. And at the end of the day, all these gamers sold out too, man. They ain't different, man. All these celebrities, they sold out, man. They sold out. This is Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. The AMP. And it says, no one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon, money, possessions, fame, status, or whatever is valued more than the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Not only does this apply about this video right here, but also in this ministry, man. Because you got a lot of guys, man, in this truth, still of the world, man. Talking to these famous people, these celebrities. You see IYC with a Freemason individual from Haiti. You seen Sakari hanging out with No Jumper, with DC Young Fly. Come on, man. Y'all still wanna be the top of the top, be famous celebrities, having all this attention, money, fame, making merchandise of this ministry, going the fuck off, making rap music, thinking you can make it into the rap industry, pushing truth music. Hey, man, it's all through, man. And y'all, hey, man, at the end of the day, if you ask me, all these camps sold out, man. Because at the end of the day, the only camp that the Lord is dealing with is Great Millstone. That's it. Wi-Fi, IYC, IUSBK, HOI, WFI, GOCC. Hey, man, the hell with these camps, man. The Lord not dealing with these camps, man. They through. They all sold out, man. Especially leaders. Because at the end of the day, hey, man, the only camp that the Lord is only dealing with is Great Millstone. That's it. And that's the only camp that you should be watching. Not these other camps, man, because they all through, man. And if you ask me again, especially the leaders, because that's mainly I'm talking about the leaders. If you ask me, they sold out. Bishop Nate sold out. General Johanna, Captain Zarya, Captain Crunch, he sold out. Alsar, Gorilla Hebrew, Deacon and Call, they all sold out, man. If you ask me, they all sold out. So the hell with them.
and saying friendship-ending things, and his eyes turned from happy and giddy to filled with almost fear and a little bit of betrayal. When he stormed off, he pulled out his phone and he was calling somebody as if he was like reporting something back to them. I immediately start freaking out. I assume that he's telling them that I saw what they did, and now I have my friend upstairs who thinks he's just on vacation when I just saw hyper-successful, rich people doing unspeakable acts, and they have all of the resources to come after me. They know where I live, and David isn't even on my side because the dirt that they have on him now. I have to pretend that everything's okay to Joe because he flew all the way out here for a vacation, and I don't even really know how bad the situation situation is I don't even know how to tell him about everything that happened the night before. And I promised Joe that we are going to go to Runyon Canyon this morning. So he goes and changes into hiking gear, and I drive him over to Runyon Canyon. We do the hike for a few hours, and when we come back and I check my mail, there's another letter from these people. And I take it to the bathroom because I don't even want Joe to see it. And it's a screenshot of the surveillance footage of me looking in through the window and a little handwritten note, just a reminder of the worst mistake you've ever made. Curiosity killed the cat. And I start freaking out. I know that David just betrayed me and told them that I saw, and now they have proof that I saw. Now,
Man. But anyways, enough with the video. Y'all get the point at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, hey, man, that David dude, hey, he threw. He threw, man. And I'm gonna get the scripture one more time that the brother posted in the beginning of the video. This is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 26. This is brothers, Yahweh speaking. And it says, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?" I mean, they all sold out, man. And at the end of the day, was it worth it? No, it wasn't. You having all the fame, the clout, the attention, was it worth it at the end of the day? No. Through, man. Through. And the stuff that these slurs be doing, man. Hey, man, the hell with them. Putting on nail polish, getting pounded by another man, all kinds of rituals, man. All kinds of crazy stuff be going in these industries, man. Through, man, in Hollywood, Miami, all these major states and cities, Chicago, hey, man, all kinds of demonic shit be going on, man, in these major states and cities, man. Through. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua, and by the Spirit of our God." So, hey, man, the Lord not dealing with this types of acts, man. And especially these celebrities, man. That's if these celebrities repent, which I doubt that, because I think these celebrities sold out, man. They sold their souls. These celebrities sold their souls. And they're going to take that charagma, man. They're going to take that charagma. These celebrities, especially these rappers, pushing nothing but adultery, committing adultery, popping another man's woman, or bragging about popping another man's woman. Murder, putting on dresses. Hey, man, the Lord going to destroy your ass, man. The Lord not dealing with an individual with that kind of behavior. Through, man. Through. And again, these celebrities, man, y'all through, man, at the end of the day, man. And I doubt that y'all gonna repent. Because, hey, man, y'all of the world, man. Y'all are of the world. Y'all through, man. Y'all through. This is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. And it says, "Love not the world, neither things are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever." So, hey, man, these celebrities, I think they of the world, man. The Lord not dealing with them. Because at the end of the day, are these celebrities going to repent? I doubt that, no. No, they're not. Because they already got their constellation over here, their fame. All the celebrities, they haven't dealt with them. LeBron James, he sold out. Steph Curry sold out. Denzel Washington sold out. Bad Bunny sold out. Jay-Z, Beyonce, they all sold out, man. Once that crowd was mandated, hey man, best believe these celebrities, they gonna take that crowd, man. So the hell with them, man. But anyways, I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna wrap it up.
Keep it as a for this. I keep it for this. So this is the invitation. Here's the proof. I'm gonna let you guys get the closest look that you possibly can on it. It came in this very extravagant thing, very extravagant gold envelope, and then this says "Join Us" on the front. This was really weird. I'm gonna show you guys the outside first before I show you the inside. It had this. Is it focused?
It's having a hard time focusing. It's focused now, but it goes
Okay,
in and out.
that's
all the
fine.
time. Okay.
It has this little stamp on it has like a tree on it that was like a wax stamp. Very weird. Join Us. And then this is the inside of it. So as you could see, is it focused good?
There's no.
Okay. I'm just going to let you guys give that a read. Date, place, cursive. You guys could see all of it, see what they wrote at the bottom. What is it? Your talents have been noted. Your name has been endorsed. All the dreams you're chasing are a night away through the seventh heaven. But this is the weirdest part, is that it says sincerely, but then it has like 4 holes punched in this gold chain to this emblem. Get it up here. So that's the weirdest part to me. And the outside was just, you're invited with gold trim. You see how extravagant it is and odd. But yeah, that's the closest. That's the thing. Keep it at.
Willing to do something strange for a piece of change. Anyways, Lord's willing, this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and every glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash, the bonds of the apostles, and the others in Great Millstone for giving us this 1% truth. And Shalom.